What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I'm going to bring you guys a story out of Cleveland, Ohio. This is why there's no such thing as a too cautious parent or a hover parent, because you can never be too cautious. In fact, every parent should be overly cautious. This story is super crazy, but it's all too common. The mother, this 2-month baby girl, there's all kind of problems with, that's the daycare owner. That's the mother of the child. That's the mother of the child right there. The child's name is Deanna Griffith. The mother's name is Taylor Bush. Now, the picture right there, that's the daycare owner. All right. Deanna, actually the mother, Taylor Bush, drops her child off at the daycare. At 2 months years old, problem number one. Why is this baby in daycare at 2 months years old? This is one of the biggest reasons in the black community, the problems that I have. 2019, it's 100, damn near 90 to 100% baby mamas where the father's gone. And children are already in daycare at 2. This is all too common. Father gone. Mother gotta work. So now they gotta drop their child off at daycare. At 2 months. And then it could be situations to where both parents have to work. But I'm old school, man. This is why I like the old school, the mother stay at home and nurture that child, and why the father goes off to work. This is why I preach good fathers, good decision making on finding good father. Not just any father for that child, but a good father for that child that can go to work, take care of the home, and the child can get that nurturing that they so deserve, so that your child don't have to be in daycare. But anyway, get to the story. Check this. And this is why you got to check up on people. You got to find out what they're doing, what they're not doing. Because this girl left the child, and when she picked up the child, I'm going to play some of the clip. I'm not going to play the full news clip because they're going to demonetize it. And so I'm going to just show you guys, I'm going to just let you guys hear some of the news clip. And what you're going to hear is that the mother comes to pick the baby up. Now, mind you, the child ain't but 2 months. That child should have never been in daycare at that age. But the owner leaves the daycare at that time. And the sister was left. Now, don't get me wrong, the sister probably was one of the handlers. Now, the sister probably was certified to be there and watch the child. But when you got other children there, there's no way you can sit and watch a 2-month-old. Then on top of that, the mother gets to the house and say, hey, gets the child, walk away, and then say, hey, my child's not breathing. Go knock on the door. Yo, can y'all help me? They say, oh, okay. I guess they help her. But the sister admitted, hey, we noticed the child breathing hard, and we was calling the mother, but the phone went to voicemail. So I guess they said, allegedly, called the mother like, hey, to tell her, yo, your child's breathing funny. But I guess nobody did nothing. They didn't call 911. They did nothing. And just waited. Bananas. In fact, I'm going to let y'all hear it. I can't show it to y'all. Listen.
Words fast. Townsend said she tried contacting the infants and told 5 On Your Side investigators she was away from the daycare last Tuesday when her sister noticed 2-month-old Deanna Griffin was breathing, in her words, fast. Townsend said she tried contacting the infant's mother, but the call went to voicemail. She admitted never telling her sister to call 911. Minutes later, she says Deanna's mother, Taylor Bush, picked her up, then noticed she was not breathing. Meanwhile, Taylor described what happened after Deanna was rushed to the hospital.
When I got to the hospital, they said about how cold my daughter was. She had been stopped breathing a long time ago.
The hospital said that the baby was so cold, the baby been stopped breathing a long time ago. Let me tell y'all something. As my daughter's 5 years old, everybody thinks I'm just some hover parent. I'm overly protective. Let me tell you something. I got personal stories. People, you have to watch everyone, the teachers. I mean, your daycare, of course my daughter never was in daycare or anything, but she does go to some of these summer camps. And you gotta watch them like a hawk, because nobody's gonna care for your child like you are. And people just do the dumbest damn things. If you're not a helper parent, and this is one of the things where I'm so disappointed in some of our communities. I'm telling everybody a story. My daughter's in camp now. And my daughter was in a camp that was very diversified in the next community. Because the community I live in don't have a camp, summer camp for children. We don't have nothing in my community. However, the neighboring community, which was a mixed environment, she went to. Now, the 4-year-olds just had their own class, and it was just them. And it was just the 4-year-olds, and it was only like 8 of them in the class. And there was 2 teachers there to watch them at all costs. And when they went out, they just went with the 4-year-olds. Now my daughter's in a camp where it's anywhere from 4 to like 12. And this is in another community where it's all of us. It's all of us. And what they do in the first day, we drop my daughter off and we stay with my daughter for a minute. They tell us, she could just go down. But we go down with her. They don't introduce who's the counselors, who's the teachers. They didn't introduce nothing. I go snatch one of the workers. Hey, can y'all, my daughter's in this camp. Can y'all show her where to go? Take her. They take over to some 5-year-olds, but they didn't have any organization. They just let the 5-year-olds just ran off and left my daughter. My daughter was standing there, didn't know what to do. Had to go grab her. Yo! They just take the children. Make a long story short, our children are left to be so aggressive because they've been in daycare since 2 months years old. And our children grow up. You can tell where it starts. It starts at day 1. Our mothers have to work. Mothers have to work. Father, gone. 9 times out of 10. So now the child has to grow up fending for themselves at daycare, at camp. And our camps have to be aggressive. Now I got to raise my daughter in this environment. Do I take her out of that camp, or do I leave her in there so that she can also become aggressive and she can adapt to what we got to go through? Because if I leave in this cruel world, she's going to have to adapt to situations like that. Like in their community, they would never let 4-year-olds be around 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and just put them in a gym and just say, y'all fend for yourselves, make friends on your own. And if you make friends, so good, but if not, so be it. You just gonna have to navigate your way through this camp on your own. Who does that? People think I'm an overprotective parent, and I ain't buying it. I see stories every day. There was a story about a cheerleader telling the coaches, hey, I need some water, trying to get some water. They said, no, you can't get no water. Do you know what? I think the girl was like 10, 12. She died. I remember in football practice, when I was a teenager and whatnot, the coaches had people practicing for 3-4 hours, no water, at the end of the practice on day 1. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but that was a potential dangerous situation. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all got kids, you be protective. You be overly protective. You ask and ask. Everybody's going to look at you like something's wrong with you. No, something's wrong with them. If they can't justify every single damn thing they do, they don't need to be there. I mean, everything they do. And I'm talking everything. You need to be able to watch. And this is, man, it's 2019. This is why I think that it needs to be cameras. Absolutely everywhere. Cameras are $5. You can get a cameraman. I mean, even if it's, I think that everywhere, everything should have cameras for your child so you can watch what's going on with your child pretty much everywhere. This is why, even daycares, I think that no, mandatory cameras, you put a camera there, you put a camera there. As cheap as they are, it should be no problem. If you need me to buy a camera, I'll go get one for you. I'll donate one for you. So to watch my child at all costs, I will donate it. Even if you put an extra cost to the parents, hey, here an extra $10 camera fee you gotta pay. Okay, cool, that's no problem. I'll be able to watch my child at all times. Yes. Okay. If you got nothing to hide, then it should be a problem. People should be able to watch their child, see how you treat that child, and it'll make them stay on their game at all costs. Come on, man. Ain't no such thing as an overprotective parent. It's a such thing as a smart parent and a stupid parent to me. Where did we go wrong, man? Everywhere. Everywhere in this story, man. To where 2019 we gotta put our children in daycare at 2 months. Fact that when you watch the comments online, first things first, where's the father? First thing second, why is this child in daycare at 2 months? It could be for more other reasons, Maybe the father had a job, maybe the mother worked, I don't know. But this is why I'm so an advocate of these children. And my homegirl Taida did a video about, a lot of people critical of independent mothers. Saying, oh, I gotta work, she works. But at the end of the day, I got sort of a different opinion on that. Because people saying, oh yeah, girl, go girl, go girl, go girl, independent mother. Yes, independent. But what about your child now? How many of you guys remember the mothers who was at work? Guess where all the guys was flocking to? On girl crib. Because her mother was at work after school. And everybody creeped over that girl crib whose mother was gone. Yep. I remember that. Her mother ain't there. Guess whose house was the Kiki crib? Or y'all going over there trying to creep over there to get in her window or walk right through the door because her mother, guess what? Wasn't there. So, man, a lot of their communities, the fathers work, there's a mother at the crib. The father can make enough to where she can take care of the household, the mother don't have to work. That's what I like. Because when the mother's gone, guess what? Child's left to fend for themselves. Put in situations like this. So is it a good thing to have an independent woman? Not necessarily. Yes, she can help pay bills. Cool. But now that child's left daycare with strangers who don't give a damn. They care about their business maybe, but they can kind of care about your child maybe. So in our communities, this is my motto here. We have to live by.
Are you going to cry and blame your oppressor before you get up off your knees and do it your goddamn self?
Yes, when it comes to children, you must watch them like a hawk. Question everything. Anyway, I want you guys to like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.